Ooh, you can see my messy bed. Is that really what you want to look at right now? Ooh, ooh. Hello, 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 hello. My name is Happy Black Legends, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Yes. So, I've been wanting to talk about this for a really long time, actually, but every time I try to talk about it, it fills me with so much rage, and I start like to tear up, and it's like angry tears. So that's why I haven't talked about it, but I've been thinking about this topic for like the past few days, and I've been doing more and more research, and this is literally one of the most disgusting things that I think exist in American history and culture. So let's talk about I don't even want to say it, but let's talk about Mount Rushmore. We know Mount Rushmore as this giant rock in South Dakota, which, okay, so this giant rock with a bunch of presidents' face on it. It's Jefferson, Lincoln, Roosevelt, and Washington, which we'll get into that later. And for years, that's what we've known it as. The history behind Mount Rushmore, though, is extremely dark and disgusting. So I'm going to show you guys a picture of what Mount Rushmore was before the American government decimated it. It was called the Six Grandfathers. It was a beautiful mountain. Honest to God, I am not into nature, okay? Like, I enjoy walking. I'm not really into hiking, but I'm really not into nature. But when I saw the pictures of the Six Grandfathers, like, I think it's so beautiful and like gorgeous, and they just fucking ruined it. So the Six Grandfathers was built on the Black Hills land, which was considered holy spiritual land by the Sioux Nation, and the U.S. government signed a treaty with the Sioux Nation, granting them that land. And when the U.S. government realized that there was gold in the Black Hills, they basically tore up the motherfucking treaty, because why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they do that? Why not? Anyways, Mount Rushmore is a tourist trap. That's the whole reason why it was built. And it was built by this douchebag named Borklum. Let's talk about Borklum, shall we? Borklum was actually, this is like a random fun fact, he was actually the child of Mormon polygamy, so his family was heavily involved in this Mormon polygamous sect. I just thought that was really interesting, and I was like, Also, he named his son Lincoln, and Borklum died before. I'm calling him bitchy bussy bitch for the rest of this video. I don't know, but I'm not calling him Borklum for the rest of this. I'm just not doing that. Anyways, he named his son Lincoln, and Lincoln actually took over the completion of Mount Rushmore, which, fun fact, Mount Rushmore was supposed to be like a full statue of like their heads and their bodies, but the US government ran out of money, and so they literally just like didn't finish it. Like, they just left it alone. Like, literally just walked away. So that's Mount Rushmore for you. Anyways, this dude was literally a part of the KKK. He was a neo-Nazi. A lot of people have tried to disprove this fact. I'm gonna read what was on Wikipedia. Here we go. He became deeply involved in Klan politics, attending Klan rallies and serving on Klan committees. If you're attending rallies, and if you're involved in committees, and if you're deeply involved with Klan politics, you're probably in the KKK. You are probably in the KKK. It is so annoying how American historians preach about, if we don't learn about history, we're bound to repeat it, and then they do shit like this, where they try to rewrite history to feel better, to make themselves feel better. No, stop doing that. It's a disservice to the people. It's a disservice to Americans. If we don't acknowledge our history, we are doomed to repeat it. The fact that I didn't even know the history behind Mount Rushmore until 2020 as a 20-year-old 21-year-old person. Like, that is so fucked up. That is genuinely fucked up. And when we talk about Native American history, we talk about it as if it's this little tiny thing, and it's really not. Like, the crimes against humanity that have been committed against indigenous people, literally, and what's crazy, you guys, what's crazy is there's literally probably so many stories out there that are still yet to have been told, that are untold, that are just unknown. There's probably millions of stories of crimes against humanity, like literal war crimes committed against human people, and we just don't know. We're just walking around completely clueless, and it does something to me. It just like, it makes me so depressed and just angry and devastated in humanity. It's just like, my God. Even if you're not in the KKK, like, you're a freak. You're a weirdo. You're a fucking freak weirdo. Goodbye, good night, go to bed, you're dead. The museum at Mount Rushmore displays a letter to Borklum from D.C. Stephenson, the infamous Clan Grand Dragon. I'm not gonna lie, their, like, titles are so, like, cosplay cheesy to me, like Grand Duke Wizard, Grand Wizard, Mighty Lord of the Racists. Like, it's just kind of like, okay, you're a weirdo, freak. You are a freak. You're a fucking weirdo, freak, weirdo, freak. You are a freak. From D.C. Stephenson, the infamous Clan Grand Dragon, who later was convicted of the rape and murder of Madge Oberholzer. The 8x10-foot portrait contains the inscription, "To my good friend Gutzen Borglum with the greatest respects." If you're having a murderer, rapist, racist shout you out, it is time to perhaps rethink, reconsider the choices you have made to lead you to that point. Yikes, 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 yikes. So, yeah, Mount Rushmore is built on indigenous, holy spiritual land that the US government stole from. It is literally an incomplete art project. It looks stupid. Like, the levels of crimes, let's dissect, can we dissect the horribleness of Mount Rushmore? Okay, so first, the US government stole land, stole holy land from the Sioux Nation, okay? Then, on their holy, holy land, they carved the faces of colonizers, okay? You got George Washington, freak. He was a freak. His dentures were built out of his slaves' teeth. He was a freak. He was a freak. Then you got Thomas Jefferson, who was a freak. He was a freak and had children with one of his, like, teenage slaves, Sally Hemings, say her name. He was a freak. Then you got Abraham Lincoln, which, y'all, it is not the day, it is not the time, it is not the video for my hot take on Abraham Lincoln. It is not the day, it is not the time, it is not the video. We do not have the time. We're not going to get into it. We're not going to talk about it. On n'est pas les temps pour ça ce matin. On n'est pas les temps, on n'est pas les temps. D'accord. We're going to move on. We're going to move on. So you got Abraham Lincoln. Then you got Teddy Roosevelt, which, honest to God, I do not know much about Teddy. However, the fact that he was friends with the racist sculptor, that ain't too great. That's not too hot. Oh, I know Teddy's done a lot for the country, apparently. He was a very progressive president, but he was friends with the racist Gutzen Borglum, who sculpted Gutzen Bussy Bitch Boy, Gutzen KKK, Gutzen Borglum, Gutzen Booglum Borglum Bitchy Boy Bitch. He was friends with that dude. Like, that is weird. That's weird. That is weird. That's weird. Like, the levels of disgusting, the levels of, like, shit that Mount Rushmore is. Like, it was built by a racist They slapped white colonizer faces on the holy land that the government stole from the Sioux Nation. Like, all for tourism to South Dakota, because why else? Why else would you go to South Dakota? I mean, oh my God. All for tourism, all for money, all for the bottom line, the dollar. It's all about the money. Follow the money, follow the money. Child. I drank all my coffee. That's the problem. That is the problem. Sorry. I'm just, this topic, like, it fills, it literally fills me with such rage. Like, it makes me so mad. It makes me want to stand up and yell at somebody, but I don't know who to yell at, so I'm yelling at my phone, okay? I'm yelling at my phone. Therapy, bitch. Therapy, okay? In 1980, the U.S. Supreme Court decided in United States versus Sioux Nation that the Sioux had not received just compensation for their land, meaning the Black Hills, their land being the Black Hills. The saddest part is the Sioux Nation doesn't want the money, they just want their land back. And honest to God, in my lifetime, if there's anything I would love to see, I would love to see the Sioux Nation get their land back. But at the same time, it's like, what the fuck are they supposed to do? Now they have these 4 white bitches on their holy, like, that even if they get it back, it's been desecrated. Luckily, apparently, geologists and other nerd scientist people have said that eventually Mount Rushmore will be no more. It's gonna erode and fall apart. So, but I mean, with global warming, are we even going to be here to see that happen? I do not know. I do not want to speak over Indigenous voices, so I'm going to be including links to petitions, businesses, whatever I can find, whatever I can grab, for ways you can support the Sioux Nation, for ways you can support Indigenous people. This is literally, I think, one of the worst things that the U.S. government has done. Like, honest to God, this is so terrible, like, on so many levels. Like, they really hired a racist to create a statue on stolen native land of colonizing losers for tourism. And it's not even finished, okay? They didn't even finish it. They just put down their tools and walked away. Like, I cannot. Anyways, fuck Mount Rushmore, fuck imperialism, fuck racism, fuck it all. That is what I have to say. Down the hatch. It's been said. And I hate calling it Mount Rushmore, but it's like, it's insulting to refer to Mount Rushmore as the 6 grandfathers. Like, I don't know where I stand on that either. I don't know. It's, ugh. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I've always thought that Mount Rushmore was stupid and cringy and cheesy, and it was never a thing that interested me. I didn't even know it was located in South Dakota until I started doing the research for this video. I was actually shocked to find out that it was in South Dakota, because I was like, why South Dakota? Oh, they needed to find a way for people to come to their state. Got it. Okay, cool. So that's that on that. But let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know, I hate to say it like this, but if there's any other, like, atrocities, excusez-moi, that y'all know of, comment them down below, because hey, I love finding out how the U.S. government has fucked people. I love it. It's one of my favorite pastimes. So please, inform me, educate me. I want to be enlightened. Open my third eye. Thank you. Sorry. I'm sorry for the energy in this video. I don't even know where it's coming from. It's just coming from pure spite and anger. That's all this video is. I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna go drink some more coffee, which is a really good idea. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Let me know what you guys thought. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, y'all. Bye.